Sophomore Kailin Chio made a statement on this past weekend. It's still going on. There's still Sundays events to be done, and I'm going to cover several women this week. But Kailin Chio pretty much has already made the Hold My Beer trophy. I, I don't see anybody being able to take it away from her. Let's just put it that way. This 5'2" powerhouse little sophomore did something that I find amazing. She got a perfect 10 in on the beam, which was a great thing. She led her team to a victory that was pretty darn statement making. LSU beat Kentucky 198.1 or 050 to 195.775. Very dominant stance. Now, Kentucky isn't, you know, LSU or Oklahoma or UCLA. Kailin Chio won the all around title. 39.775. That is what she got this week. That's better than I've seen from pretty much anybody so far this year. On the ball, she got a 9.950. By the way, you're going to get to see these performances. 9.950 on the ball. Now I'm going to say this. There's been quite a few light, easier gradings of vaults, but still, uh, she came in first on that. On uneven bars, she was tied for third with her teammate Connor McLean with the 9.9 on uneven bars. Now, that was won by Courtney Blackson, who is LSU. Lexi Zeiss was number 2, LSU. Madison Ulrich did put up a good statement. Balance beam, she came in first. Nobody was able to be up there with her with the perfect 10. Second highest score was Connor McLean with the 9.95. Third highest score came from Amari Drayton and Kayla Lincoln, both of LSU, 9.925. Yep, you heard that right. Now, on floor, she was tied for second with the 9.925 with Emily Innes of her team. Kayla Lincoln won it with the 9.95. And third highest score was 9.9 with from Creslin Bros of Kentucky, Nina Ballou, and Amari Drayton of LSU. Now, I'm going to say this. The only thing that I am a little sad of is Madison Ulrich was only on uneven bars, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I like Madison Ulrich, but she's trying to get used to her new things. This was an amazing meet. You're going to get to see all the performances of Kailin Chio. I mean, for Pete's sake, 39.775. Looking what she did with how dominant this team was. I don't even have to go over individual scores, but I will at the outro. This LSU saying, we're going to compete with Oklahoma. We're going to compete with UCLA. And it looks like they found themselves a nice way to do it. Before we get into the crux of this video, hit like, hit subscribe if you like college sports, because I do college sports, primarily college football, college women's gymnastics, do a little basketball, and other sports on occasion, but that's what I do, college. Also, General Robert Neyland, former University of Tennessee head football coach for decades, had 7 maxims to win any game, but they can also help you if you apply them correctly to your life. The second one is play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That is a maxim that can be also applied to your life. Look for those breaks and take it.
Lexi Zeiss stuck her vault in the opening as the opening competitor for LSU, and one person who can stick a vault as well as anyone in the country is Kailin Chio. She has uncanny ability to find her feet LSU really is going to want to stuck vault here. They have not put up big numbers for them in this vault rotation.
I saw her stick one in warm-up as well.
There you go.
It's just too easy for Kailin Chio every time. Her timing is impeccable on this Yurchenko 1.5. Look, her arms are straight on the table. She waits to start twisting. And then if you're looking at her eyes, watch her eyes. She's spotting the ground right there before she finishes that last half twist and knows exactly where she is to just plant her feet and stop moving.
Jake.
I know when there's a difference in good and great. I nod at myself when I know it's great.
I love it.
Wow.
Well, we'll see if we get a nod at the end of this floor routine. She is in control of the all-around competition here. Amongst those athletes competing all 4 events, she is the leader.
She was solid last year. Taylor, you mentioned that, but this pass is different. It's bigger. 2 flips, 1 twist. Oh, she took a step forward instead of back. That is a slight deduction. Beautiful.
We'll go back over to the balance beam. Kailin Chio in the anchor position, coming off on an outstanding freshman season. Was the SEC Freshman of the Year. She's following that 995 from McLean.
Some might say that she's in the perfect position. Scores are building in order to get a 10. However, I have found in my experience competing in college gymnastics that sometimes that can add a little bit more pressure because you know if you hit a strong one, the momentum is going in your favor. So hopefully she's not thinking about that. And she's staying with her strong mental cues. It's just as important to have a routine in your head that you say to yourself every single time you compete so that you don't let negative thoughts or thoughts like I'm going to get a 10 really enter your mind during these critical moments.
I'll tell you what, Kailin Chio, a fierce competitor. We throw that word around a little bit or that phrase around, but she embodies that. She, kind of like Delaney Rodriguez from Kentucky, just unfazed. A lot of pressure on her coming into her sophomore campaign after such a sensational freshman year, but she has answered every bell so far.
What she does well are milking these landings. Her dismounts, her skills on the beam, there's a finesse in the way that she lands that really makes it impossible. Watch how much she bends her knees and just soaks in that landing, doesn't even move her upper body.
Yeah, what a luxury.
Yeah, seriously, Taylor, having so many great athletes. You got 9.9 pluses sitting on the bench. As we see Kailin Chio, she follows Ulrich's 9.85.
Good job opening her hips to really milk that bail to handstand. She does a nice job placing her body in the correct spots. And she almost holds herself in the shape, almost to show the judges, hey, you can't take this deduction. And then
Now, let's talk about these different apparatuses. LSU won the vault 49.25 versus, hey, it's a close one. The vault was close. Kentucky had 49.175. Uneven bars. LSU won it handily, 49.55 to Kentucky's 48.975. LSU also very handily won the balance beam with 49.65 versus Kentucky's 48.55. And not not so close either, but still competitive. LSU won the floor 49.6 to Kentucky's 49.075. These two teams were going hard at it. You can see that. And Kailin Chio, wow. Like Addison Fada, and her only real competition is Addison Fada of Oklahoma and Jordan Childs of UCLA. There are a few others that are out there that are going to be making statements here and there, but in all honesty, Avery Neff might be able to, if she can get the rest of her routines down right, could probably be in that competition. But Kailin Chio was saying, hey, hold my beer and watch this. Every one of her routines were over 9.9, with 9.9 being the lowest, 9.925, 9.950, and a perfect 10. Perhaps the best performance so far this season. I'm telling you something. There is some strong women's gymnastics happening right now. I don't even want to. If this is what's happening this early on in the season, I can't imagine what's going to happen the rest of the year. I mean, seriously, what is going to happen the rest of the season? And Kailin Chio is I'm going to be covering Addison Fada because I saw that as well. If you haven't seen Addison Fada's then performances, I'm going to find them and show them to you because I saw that when it was being done. Wow. That was that was amazing. All of this has been amazing. It really has been. And I don't even know where to begin on how to talk about how great that these performances have been. I mean, seriously. Now, I want to thank everybody. I do for that's been watching these videos because we're in the middle of an exciting, very exciting women's gymnastics season. Now, it does look like that there is one team that is standing out a little bit above everybody else. Florida did good, but not good enough. Oklahoma saw they weren't number one. They said, hey, we're going to do this. LSU wasn't number one. They're saying, we're going to do this. They had an off week last week. This week, not so much. I'm loving what I'm seeing. UCLA is in competition. Utah, and Stanford, and there's a few schools that are standing out. But let me tell you, I can see at finals of the NCAA's that's going to include LSU, UCLA, Oklahoma. I don't know about Utah, Stanford, maybe. I don't know yet. It's there's a few other teams that have some great performers out there, but most are not standing up like LSU's, Oklahoma, and I mean Florida is. Oh my lord, Florida is, but I think that they're bouncing and you pilgrim around way too much. Live View just got hurt. Hey, we've got a great season. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Hey, that's my video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And comment. Don't forget that either. Hey, this has been Paul with
Artlist.io.
Redneck Thinker Media. I do sports, I do politics. Hit like, subscribe. And y'all, this has been Paul. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.